Welcome, everybody. This is Crisis 169, aka Mark, coming to you live with another live stream. Today is the official live stream of the year end 2025. Um, check any messages that I might have here just to make sure I have no messages. Just to make sure I have no messages. Let's just check to make sure. I do not. Now, 2025, guys, have been pretty rough for a lot of people. Start off and say that if you have your family and stuff, though, um, love your family, um, cherish your loved ones. We'll first off and say this that you better love and cherish your loved ones. You better love and cherish the people that are around you, regardless what you may think about them or not. Um, because they may not be around for a long time. And yeah, guys woke up too, so sorry I just crashed out late last night. Just been running around the last minute shopping and getting stuff ready for Christmas and stuff though, and it's been hell trying to get stuff done. But anyway though, um, the point being, guys, is this: yeah, before I start this year in review, you need to really understand that your family is important to you. The gaming situation, RAM sticks, GPU price, CPU prices going up, whatever that may happen in 2026 is all for naught. Okay, it's all for naught. Um, it's all for naught. And it needs to be addressed. We need to be addressed. We need to understand that what we're doing, what's really going on with the situation at the hand, like this, is not something that needs to be, at the forefront of our lives. We need not to worry about. Yes, well, we worry about us content creators, like I'm putting in, with Jay's 2 cents and Gamers Nexus and the rest of them. We all worry about, the gaming stuff, landscape. We have families too, and we have to take care of ourselves as well. I've been sick the last couple of weeks, couple times, missed some work, been told to be careful. Get close on my point elevation, my points and stuff, and losing your mother in 2025, like I did, and maybe you guys lost somebody you love too in 2025. It plays more of a role in your mental state than it actually does. You think that you're okay, okay, I got this, I got this is pretty cool, it's not terrible, I got this, it's good, um, it's not bad at all. I got the situation. All I gotta do is just, all I gotta do is just, you know, go through the day and I'll seize the day and get through it. Not a big deal. I thought that too. Then I gained weight again. Um, Gained about almost 50 pounds. Well, luckily, I caught it in time and understood what I needed to do. But the point being, guys, 2025 has been rough for me. As rough has been rough for you guys too, as well. No one had an easy 2025. I don't care what anybody says to you. People have lost jobs. People have lost family members. People have lost, businesses. Maybe they lost friendships. Maybe they lost, whatever. Lost job, been in business, the same thing. But people have lost stuff. And once we understand that and realize that, yes, I'm gonna get into the fun stuff later on. This video ain't gonna be very long because I'm still tired. But once we realize what we lost in 2025, family, friends, businesses, Adam DeWoo. I never knew this person was on this planet. I never knew this person existed until he passed away. I think like yesterday or today. I think it was yesterday. He passed away, or a couple of days before. Passed away. 51 years old. Gone. That's why he died in his sleep. Um, they haven't confirmed anything yet, but I never known this person. Very sad on me, and I never known this individual. But all the counts, all the recounts, people talking about him, so he's a really cool guy. He do a lot of abandoned places, and he got trouble with YouTube doing that. Now he used to do theme park stuff. His passion was theme parks and traveling the country and stuff like that in the world. He's gone. Now his family gonna have Christmas in 24 hours without him around. My mom passed away in February. I had no, I had 10 months to prepare, and I have my mother around. Granted, my mom was around for 11 years. She's been a long and boring story. She separated us from the family and lived with my brother for a while, for about 10, 11 years. But it's even harder now knowing that I can't call her and wish her a Merry Christmas. I can't text her on Facebook. I can't do anything because now she's, I have to, if now if I want to go see her, I have to go to a headstone, and talk to a headstone where she's buried 6 feet underground. Yeah, I told you guys that this video would be kind of dark for a little bit here. I did mention it could be kind of a little darkness coming over. Uh, and that's been pretty rough for me. Like I said, I gained 50 pounds. And granted, I nipped it in the butt. I'm finally, I went down 8.5 pounds. I'm on my way to lose weight again, like I should have been doing in the first place. But grief is a mother hopper. Grief destroys you. It's silent killer. Grief is a silent killer. They say diabetes is a silent killer. I think grief is pretty much up there with diabetes, tied or a little ahead of diabetes. Um, in that realm of silent killers, because grief will eliminate you. You can be a healthy person, 6'4", full of muscle, Fortune 500 company. You lose your mother, and you lose everything, and you care less. You lose everything because all you want back is your mother. That's all you care about, or your father, or your sister, or your child, or your wife, or whatever. And a lot of people, I went to the cemetery last week, and this guy was laying next to or sitting next to, I'm assuming his wife. He was rubbing the dirt, freshly put in dirt of, I think, his wife or maybe his mother or his sister, probably wife. Let's just say that. I didn't ask him because it's rude to ask. Hey, who's buried there? Kind of rude. So let's say his wife or girlfriend. Let's say his wife. So he's rubbing his wife, his top of the ground where his wife is buried at. Yeah, he has to go to a cemetery. Like I have to go to a cemetery, say, "Hey, mom, Merry Christmas, or Happy Birthday, or Happy New Year's, or Happy Hanukkah, whatever." And I have to go there to talk to her. I can't go to my brother's house and, "Hey, mom, how you doing?" Not anymore. So you better love your loved ones. I don't care that well, my loved ones abused me while I was younger, blah blah blah. Forgive and forget and move on. If you're a Christ follower, a lot of people on my channel believe in Christ. If you believe in Christ, you turn the other cheek, you forgive and forget. Trust me, I've been there too. It's hard to forgive and forget. How I've been raised, how I've been taught is very hard to forgive and forget. Sometimes it took months, years, but you need to start the process because one of these days your loved one's going to be dead and you're going to be staring at them and at their funeral, and it's too late to reconcile. Do it now when you have the chance, because you could go, or they could go, or both of you could go, or whatever. The fact of the matter is, it's after death. It's over. It's not the judgment. So reconcile now. Make peace. That way, something does happen to that person, a mother, father, or brother, whatever. You made your peace with them. If they don't make peace with you, that's their issue. You forgive them and you love them, even though they may not love you, or and then they may hate your guts for whatever reason. 2025, guys, has been pretty year, been a pretty wild year for all of us. you know, like I said, I lost my mother in 2025, began 2025. A lot of people losing their mothers now in December and January. So, love your family members. Love your mother, your grandfather. Now, but also remember the good times of every holiday of your grandparents you lost, your mother you lost, your brother you lost, father you lost. You know, it's time to remembrance, to understand that every year we get to the end of the year. It's a blessing. It's a blessing that we made it with family members that are still here, friends still here. That you can change. Just like Ebenezer Scrooge changed, during the Christmas Carol. During you know this movie Scrooge or Muppet Christmas Carol itself. Charles Dickens, a world classic. You know, a Christmas Carol has been around for 100, 200 years, probably longer than that, or shorter than that. But it tells a story. Christmas Carol tells a story, of Ebenezer Scrooge, a man who is driven by money and fear and power and just hateful for Christmas. He hates the Christmas spirit. He hates the fact that people are happy. He's miserable. He likes money. He loves money. But three ghosts, past, present, and future of Christmas, show him the light and show him, true meaning of Christmas. If us Christians, it's putting Christ in Christmas, but also it's also understanding that you can't celebrate it alone. Even Scrooge, who was alone and wealthy, was miserable. But at the end of the story, he found out that giving was a lot better than receiving. And he changed radically. We all in 2025 have been Scrooges, myself included, when I lost my mother. So we all have been miserable. We all have been had the issues. But we can grow, we can better ourselves for 2026 and beyond. Now getting to the meat and potatoes. The gaming situation. Thank you for watching that long montage of me talking about my family, but also your family too as well. We need to understand our family members. We need to understand, folks, that the RAM crisis is going to keep going. Now, AMD is going to raise prices of their uh, processors starting in 2026. I've heard first quarter. And even GPU prices may go up even more. It's been confirmed that um, NVIDIA will probably cut production of its series by 40% or up to 40%. Means they'll probably stop with 16 gigabyte 5070 Ti, 16 gigabyte 5060 Ti. They'll probably slow down production of the probably 5080s and maybe even 5090s to have more VRAM capacity, so they can give more VRAM to the AI people out there. This stuff, guys, has been going on for maybe 2 or 3 months. It just started, so we have a long way. This could go all 2026. So that's why I said in the comments, good and bad and fear in gaming 2026. Being a PC builder is not something that's fun right now. Building a gaming rig is not fun in 2025 right now. It ain't gonna be a cakewalk in 2026. I've been telling you guys, if you're gonna buy a gaming rig, you gotta better start doing it now. Build it, better start building it now. Cause Christmas is tomorrow, and New Year's Eve is literally next Wednesday. So January, I'm not saying January 1st, but hell, it could happen January 1st. You go buy a gaming rig, you go buy a gaming rig on January 1st, online or Micro Center or Best Buy somewhere. You find out $300 or $400 more than it was when the day before, after New Year's. On 30th was cheaper. On the first, now it's like $300 more. It could happen, folks. So I would tell you guys, employ you guys one more time. If you can afford a new graphics card, it's probably a time to start pulling the trigger on it to really get it, because right now ain't the time to be holding out. And I understand graphics cards are not cheap. It took me about 3 years to buy my 5060 Ti 16 gig. I didn't want a 38, 3090. It's too expensive. 4090 was laughable. I didn't want it. I got 5060 16 gig, and I love it. It's a great, it's a great gaming GPU. But guys, you guys have to understand this. If AMD is raising prices of the processors because of the silicone or the chips that they use for the processors, for whatever reason. I'm not saying it's because of AI, but maybe it's because of AI. Who knows? The RAM and VRAM issues, prices there going up. AMD is going to go up. Intel can't afford to go up. And the Intel goes up, ARC goes up, man, it's going to kill whatever goodwill they have left. So ARC's going to be that way. Hey, boxing. Oh, well. I haven't tried it yet, and I haven't known for sure. Well, I tried it, but it gave me an error message. Probably with an update, I think. I think they got to update something, because when the last update they did kind of messed up a lot of stuff for a lot of people. I know a friend of mine trying to play Battlefield. He had to reinstall his game twice because when he tried to play it, it kept kicking him back to the main screen. We goes multiplayer and then try to play Conquest, it kick him back to the main screen, or to the main area lobby. So it's probably some weird issue. Well, I haven't. No, I haven't. I have it on Steam, so I'm gonna try that then. I've been trying it on Steam and it worked, but I'll try it on probably EA app eventually. I've just been pretty busy last couple of days, and it's been insanity. With the whole EA, with the whole VRAM issue, and with the whole RAM issue, and upgrading stuff, it's just becoming insanity. It's good. It's good to see you again there, boxing. It's good to have you back again. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this video short because I'm still tired. But yeah, it's just been a hell of a damn week. But the RAM issue shortages. Happy holiday, too, buddy. Um, the RAM. Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year. The RAM shortages, the issues with the just overall games haven't been great. Battlefield 6 has been good. Last couple updates have been kind of stiffs kind of thing. It's weird, It's like the game came out rocking good. You get two updates, and it just totally turns the game into a mess. Like, I'm like, what are you guys doing? 2042 took you guys a year to fix it. You guys are breaking a game that you just had great. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's just weird. Even Helldivers 2 had issues. Now the mic doesn't work. Helldivers 2 update they did. I'm like, you know, this is wild stuff, man. I love my new graphics card. I've been using it a lot. So my review will be coming on the 5th of January for my 5060 Ti 16 gig. I'll be doing my official review on the 5th, or maybe 6th. I may push to the 6th. I'll let you guys know in future videos. Just make sure, 'cause I'm still compiling information. I'm trying to get numbers down, trying to get frame rates down, trying to get what information I can to you guys to understand what to expect. If you do buy one, because right now, NVIDIA cut production of their graphics card by 50 to 40 to 30, 40%. And so some room could be 50%. It's some rumors. If you need to believe people know what the tinfoil hats out there running around saying, maybe 50%, they can cut the production of 5090s down. Because who's going to buy a $3,000 graphics card, folks? Let's be honest with ourselves. If I had $3,000, man, I wouldn't, I wouldn't have to. I know I wouldn't buy a 5090, would it? That's me though. But guys, this is my video. Thank you for watching my video. I know it's kind of short. My year review videos are kind of rough. I lost my mother in February. I talked about that already, beginning of the video. And love your family. What I can say to you is, my family, I wish your family a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I hope you guys have a safe Christmas and safe New Year. If you're going out there and doing the drinking, call an Uber, call somebody, call a friend. Don't drive. Don't drink and drive. Because I don't have a moral service on my channel for you. Because I find out you passed away because you got killed in a car accident because you're trying to drive home. So take care of yourself. Take care of your families. Take care of your friends. Love each other. Love your family. This is a time to forgive and make new for the year. How the song says, in the New Year's song is, we are to forgive and move on. Is to turn the page from 2025 2026 to make new and to start over at 001, day one, and hopefully coast through at least a couple weeks before we stub our toe and start cursing, in the air. Because I usually stub my toe and cursing every January, so I gotta be careful. Start wearing some socks, or wearing some steel toe plates or whatever to keep my feet from getting. Because I'm always doing that kind of stuff, stubbing my toe. Because I'm drinking and so anyway though. But you guys be safe out there. All of you be safe. Thank you, Boxing, for watching my video and being part of this. Second person, thank you for watching. All you that are watching later on, be safe. I'll be back January 5th, May January 6th. And I need to take off for a week or two of vacation just to relax, clear my head. If something important comes up, gaming wise, AI goes bust, or AI turns into Terminator, we're all being listed into resistance to fight against the machines. I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know that. So but yeah, but catch later, guys. Peace out. God bless you guys. I'll see y'all January 5th. Peace, everybody.